5 tools that I wish I would have had sooner or bought sooner. Let's get into it. Total station, absolutely one of the best things I did for myself as far as job site organization, efficiency, and of course, efficiency is the name of the game when you're working piece rate. Having some place to set your tools, you guys can see all my shorts are pretty much shot on this workstation. It stays in my garage for right now because we're gonna be doing some work this summer on the house. Having the integrated miter or the miter stand and obviously the table saw right there for the outfeed. Awesome. Having spots for materials, and then of course being able to put tool storage anywhere I need to inside this thing. It's awesome. Absolutely. Build yourself one. I have 2 of these. I only have one of this, but I have another one as well. Great. They are fantastic tools. Does take some time, does take some money to build them, but any tool that's expensive is going to have a return on investment. I 100% believe that, and it's definitely worth your time to build out. If you do any kind of painting, cleanup is pretty much the most time-consuming part of any kind of painting. Having this tool right here basically just wrings out your 9-inch roller or even larger roller brushes. All right, next one, oscillating tool. Yeah, I know this thing has actually been a staple of my business for a while, but there was a time where I was like, man, I'm using a chisel to get through this. What do I need? Like a circular saw. It's always making a circular cut in the wood, no vertical cuts. Yeah, oscillating tool. Fantastic. Wish I would have bought this before I even was a handyman / weekend warrior. This thing is freaking-tastic. Highly recommend them. I think I have 3 of these now. They're super cheap. Every battery platform has one of these tools. Just go pick one up. Next, of course, you guys see me talking about it a lot on the channel, a laser distance finder. I've got a Bosch and I got the Milwaukee one here. Not gonna lie, the Bosch one I think is gone somewhere. I'm not sure. It's somewhere. It'll show up again, but that's why I have 2, because I protect myself from myself, and I lose stuff and then I find it, and that's how I get so many tools, is because I'll buy an extra one because I need it, and then oh look, now I got 2 of them. But anyways, definitely need a laser distance finder. Estimates, oh my god, they save so much time on that's the main reason why I have them. But of course, if you're like an inspector or anything, like laser distance finders, this one has like memory. You can do easy square footage calculations with it. So if you suck at math, this will help you out for sure. But I mean, if you're a handyman or a contractor, you should be good at math, because that's pretty much your entire life, measuring stuff, getting square footage pricing, all that kind of stuff. So laser distance finder, 1000%. I can't remember when I first started if these were out. They probably were like rudimentary ones, but the new ones out are fantastic. Save you so much time on the job site measuring stuff. Just get yourself one. Oh man, Makita's XDS01. This thing is so important to, I guess, my tool trailer, my job sites, is because I sold it to the original one I had. I sold it to my electrician, thinking I was just going to sub out work and not worry about it. But I had to go buy a new one because I run into jobs all the time. I need to make straight cuts in drywall. This thing is epic. Honestly, I can't wait for Makita to release the XGT model so I can, sell this one and get off the M8, the 18 volt Makita battery line. I think this is my only 18 volt Makita tool that I actually own. So I have a couple batteries for it, but that is the only reason why. This tool is epic when you're doing drywall cutouts, pretty much any kind of demo work with drywall. This thing can make straight lines. Use a laser. You can make straight lines in drywall, make it super professional, and obviously you can attach a vac to it. It is indisposable. I would absolutely buy it again if something happened to this tool, because of how much time it saves. Yeah, you can get by without, oscillating tool and like cutouts, all that kind of. This is just so nice. You obviously got a variable speed trigger. You can adjust the blade depth, of course. Blades are expensive for this tool, but man, you got to pay to play. Woo! All right, guys. A nail gun. Now, obviously, this was not out when I first started my business. I think battery nailers were not out when I first started, but I should have grabbed a pneumatic nailer, hands down, right away with a small little compressor, whatever it was, just to save me so much time on the job site. I did end up buying the DeWalt 20 volt one when it came out. I think it's actually almost 10 years ago now. But that tool saved me so much when building, framing inside, no compressor, all that kind of stuff. I knew battery powered tools were the future for contracting. And obviously when Milwaukee released this one, extended magazine, no brainer. This is like 0 ramp up time, way better than the DeWalt one is. But the Milwaukee one, I have multiples of these. I will never not have one of these in my arsenal as far as tools. Hammering nails in one at a time for onesie twosies, of course, not too bad. But when you have a battery powered nailer, it just makes life so much easier. I mean, you guys can see I have multiples of these. I had a warranty one out. These things just work. They save so much time on the job site, and I can say yes to additional work knowing that I have this tool in my arsenal. If it breaks, like it already did, I go out and buy a new one right away because I need it so bad. But of course I have two of them, so if it breaks, I just go grab the other one off the trailer. Boom, boom, boom. No downtime. Keep going. Buy yourself a battery powered nailer if you're in that battery line. All right, so a 10 1/4 inch beam saw, especially being cordless. Makita obviously releases the XGT line when they first, I think, launched this. Absolutely, as a, we build decks, we post everything. I need to be able to cut 4x material, which is actually 3.5 material. One swipe, this saw can cut it. Buy this, it's expensive, but after a few jobs, one swipe cutting things, it pays for itself in efficiency. No measuring twice, cutting, reverse cuts and everything. I can just one cut, boom, done. 4x6, 4x4s. Of course, anything bigger than that, we're gonna have to do multiple passes with it. But this tool is amazing for what it is. Yeah, of course, it's a huge circular saw. So let's see if we can. I got my camera here. So yeah, it has electric brake, but it's not. It's not the everyday saw, and plus it's huge and it's heavy. Of course, it's cordless. It does have AWS being in its XGT for Makita. This is outside use mostly, actually almost always. Basically, I bought it just for decking and just going one pass, cutting posts exactly flush where we need to them so we can notch them, put in the beams so we can actually put in joists. It's just an efficiency tool on the job site. But if something happened to this tool, I would absolutely buy it again as soon as I had another job site that warranted it. All right, you didn't think I would not put a Milwaukee Impact in a video like this, and this is their Gen 3 high torque impact, and I've done plenty of tires with just a tire iron. Never again. I actually have two of these. I have two of these, one for the truck, one for the wife's car right there. They sit there, it's all they do. So just in case I need to, swap out tires for the trailer, truck, her vehicle. Of course, her vehicle, I could probably get away with the mid torque, but high torque's where it's at. I would absolutely, if something happened to this tool, I would just actually go grab the other one right there. But I have two. That should show you how important this tool is to me. Spending time on the roadside with the tire iron is no more. I honestly haven't done that in decades because I've always had an impact since I was in the mechanic field-ish time. And I knew the value of having an impact. Granted, back then, they're not nearly this powerful, but they still took off lug nuts. And having a impact, man, it saves so much time. It's just an investment on your future, about your future sanity. When you're on a roadside and having, emergency or something happens, you got to change a tire. We have plenty of small impacts too, or I do, but they make plenty of impacts, and for all different types of jobs. So it makes your life so much easier, saves so much time. And if you don't think so, just ask a mechanic. And of course, a tool trailer. Nothing in my business as far as any kind of tool purchases has changed the game for me as much as the tool trailer. Organization, having every tool on site. There's been countless times that I needed a tool and I was like, man, I didn't bring that tool, but of course I had the tool trailer. So I was like, well, it doesn't matter. I know I have it with me because I have pretty much all my tools with me. And it saved my butt, countless times, period. With inventory, having everything in there, being able to transport additional inventory. And one of the unsung things about having a tool trailer for me, and of course this goes with having a van or a truck that's well organized with a camper, having all my stuff that's dry and just being able to walk in there when it's raining out and knowing everything's dry, I can just take a break, do whatever I need to. Again, you can see I have obviously tool organization, small parts organization, everything's in there, but everything's dry. It's so nice having things that are dry, out of the weather. And of course, I didn't have a heater on this tool trailer. That's coming in the next tool trailer. Stay tuned for that. It's just nice being able to transport materials like you see here. And of course, just setting up everything's right there where I need it. It's amazing.